Editing video with the free Clipchamp editor. Clipchamp is a new web-based app provided by Microsoft. Works on both PCs and Macs. I'm doing this on a Mac. And it allows you to do quite nice bit of video editing for free, without having to install an application on your computer. To use Clipchamp, we'll just go to Google and search for Clipchamp, C-L-I-P-C-H-A-M-P, all one word, and go to clipchamp.com. If we're just getting started with Clipchamp, we'll go here to try for free. We'll go through a simple process of setting up a Clipchamp account. I've already created one, as I've done here. I'll just click login, and it will automatically log me in. I'm using my Microsoft account to connect to Clipchamp. I can do that on a Mac or a PC. And now I'm ready to get started using Clipchamp. To start working with video in Clipchamp, I just click this blue button in the upper right-hand corner of the Clipchamp webpage, labeled Create a Video. And here's the Clipchamp interface. Now, I can use Clipchamp to record, to actually create video, either webcam video or screencasts. And the recorder seems to work quite well. But the focus of this video is using Clipchamp as an editor, which is its primary purpose. So I'm going to pull in video to Clipchamp that I've created in another way. I can do that by clicking this plus sign in the white circle in the upper left corner of the Clipchamp interface here. And I'll be given this dialog box. And I can either browse for video files that I have on my local hard drive, like these, or in this case, I'm going to pull files from my phone that I have recorded using the camera, the microphone on the phone, which is a common practice in instructional video. So I click that button that so indicates, and I get a QR code, which I have to scan with my phone. So I go to my phone's camera app, put it in photo mode, and just point it at the screen here. And very quickly, a website pops up, which I tap on to go to. And I'm asked to select media from my phone. This is really pretty cool, that I want to edit in Clipchamp. So I click or tap the select media button, and I'm given an option of my photo library. I can create a new photo or video and use it, or I can choose from something from my files. This is an iPhone, so I have a files folder. You would have that on an Android phone as well. But in this case, I'm going to go to my photo library, and the video I want is the latest one there. I just tap on that, and it comes up. I look at it, verify that's the one I want, and then tap choose in the lower right-hand corner, the app interface. The video is compressed and made ready and uploaded just that fast to across my Wi-Fi to Clipchamp. I'll save that video. And now on my iPhone, I've got the option to select more media. Again, from my photo library, I'll find another video on there to edit into this project. There we go. And I'll choose that video the same way I did the first one. Again, it's compressed, automatically uploaded to Clipchamp. That's pretty magical. And click Save on Clipchamp. And now I'm done with my iPhone. Now, those are the only two videos I need right now. I could have kept doing that if I wanted to. So ignore this. Your media isn't stored in the cloud. They're trying to get you to spend money. What I'm showing you on Clipchamp is completely free, and at least for the foreseeable future will remain free. but they're trying to sell you additional capability that you don't really need, as I'll demonstrate here. Okay, so my goal here is to get these two videos knitted together, cleaned up, and exported as a single video that I can use for whatever purposes I wish. Put it online, share it with my friends, whatever, with my students. So I have two video clips here in my media folder on Clipchamp. I know these two videos, so I know this is the one I want to play first in my finished video. So I just mouse over that one. I get this hand icon. I click and hold and drag that down onto the timeline here in the Clipchamp interface. This is your timeline, right? This is where you'll work with video clips. This is your this rectangle up here in the center of the screen is your preview window. When I want to see what my clips look like when I play them.
Okay, here we go.
I go there. So we have some playback controls here. We have some editing controls here, which we'll see and use here in a moment. And we have the timeline where we lay our video clips out with time running from left to right, from 0 time to further into the video. All right, to get the second video up here that I've imported into my project, editing project, I just click and drag on that one, drag it down onto the timeline, put it to the right of the video that I've already got there, and then just bring it back to drag it back to the left here so that the two are touching. All right, now I've got those two videos together, knitted together so that they'll play as one. And when you're playing this knitted video, it will just play from one clip to the next without a break or a jump or a glitch or anything. Let's see. Okay, well, that's a big part of what we wanted to do right there, but let's clean these up a little bit too. There's some extra video, flash, stuff you don't want in the final project in these video clips. So let's clean them up. And of course, to do that, we have to look at them. So this white vertical bar here is my edit cursor. It shows me where anything I do this video is going to take effect, where along the timeline for the video it will take effect. And I can click and drag that back and forth and shoot through the videos very quickly to see that everything looks all right. That's called scrubbing. So I can bring this back. I can make that cursor jump around by just pointing at the timeline here, which is graduated in seconds in this case, or minutes and seconds. But I just want to go back to the beginning of the first video clip. And if the video clips are too long to fit on the screen at one time, we get a little scroll bar here at the bottom of the screen that I can click on and go back and forth. So I can go all the way back to 0 time, and I can drag my scrubber bar, my edit cursor, back to time 0. And let's see what we got here.
Okay, here we go.
I don't want that.
What follows?
Okay, I don't want that. Now we're recording.
Okay, here we go.
Or, okay, here we go. So the first part of this clip here is indicated by anything to the left of this edit cursor here is I don't want. So how can I get rid of it? Super simple. I just put the playback cursor here, play it or I drag it or whatever to the point where I want to, at which I want to cut this part of the video off, and I just click the little scissors icon here. And now it's converted two clips or one clip into two. And I can select either clip by clicking on it. And if I select the piece of the clip I don't want, I can just press the delete key on my keyboard or the backspace key on a Mac keyboard and get rid of that. It's gone. By the way, it's not actually gone from the original video up here. This is called non-destructive editing. I could get that back if I wanted to, for instance, by undoing the delete. But in this case, I do want it gone. And there's my undo button. You got to have that in any video editor. So I'll delete that again. But now, of course, I want my video to start at time 0. I don't want a bunch of black up front and then the video playing. So I need to drag this clip back to 0 time. I do that by just clicking and holding my mouse button while pointing at the clip and drag it back to the left until back to the beginning. And you can drag it a little past that and it'll automatically snap back. And now I don't want a big bunch of black in the middle of my video either, so I got to drag this one back over. As far as I know, Clipchamp doesn't have what's called a ripple delete that would do that automatically, but that's no big deal. All right, so I've gotten rid of that piece of video. That's something you often want to do with a recorded video, is get rid of something that doesn't need to be in the final project. Let's see if there's something at the end of a video clip that you might want to get rid of as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's just some dead air there. Let's go back a little further. A lot of trial and error back and forth.
Ouray, Colorado.
Okay, I certainly want to stop it before I start reaching for the button on the iPhone to stop the recorder, probably what I was doing. So I need to cut this clip here again at that point. So I just use the scissors icon. And I've got this little bit of video in the middle of the video now that I don't want, but that is just as easy to cut stuff out of the middle of the video as it is out of the end. So I'll select that clip, I'll delete it, and I'll drag this clip back over. And so I've cleaned that first clip up. Let's see if this second clip has anything in it that we don't want. Well, let's say I don't want those signs in the video. I don't know. That actually shows a little bit of the cute part of the town. I think I'll just leave that in there. Yeah, always an editor's judgment. And then, like, that all looks fine. I can just scrub through and look at this, and that all looks pretty good. There's not really anything I need to cut out of that clip, I don't think. So I've definitely made some progress here. I'm getting very close to being able to just pump this thing out. What else might I do here is show you a little bit of the Clipchamp editor. Oh, if I want to be able to see these video clips more clearly or get them all on the screen at the same time, I can use these zoom in and zoom out buttons for the timeline, so I can make them appear bigger or smaller. This doesn't affect their duration or anything about how they're going to look when you export them, but you can magnify and zoom in on the timeline or zoom out on the timeline. Let's see what else. Oh, let's put a little title on this. Title generators to lay text over top of video used to cost a gazillion dollars. If the free Clipchamp has one built in, I can go to text here in my menu bar here for Clipchamp. There's other stuff in there that you might play with. And I'm going to go, let's see, well, I'm going to go to fireworks. Looks cool. All right. I want to put some text with fireworks in here. To do that, I just mouse over the text option that I want here, the title option that I want. Click and drag that. And there it says, you see where it says drop here? That's where it wants me to put that. So I just drop it there. Okay. What's that going to look like?
What follows is a very brief video tour.
Cute, but wouldn't it be nice to have that say something, have the title of our video there, then the word fireworks? No problem. I just go up here to the preview window. I just click where it says fireworks, and I click and I edit, or I get the select that title. And if I double click it, I get this little text box over here where I can type what I want to appear there. How about a short visit to, that was Ouray, Colorado. And the font is good. That's a little too big there. Let's see what I can do with that. Oh, what I can do is just select that title again by clicking on it, and I can go to the handles on the corners here. I can bring that in, and I can bring it in here and there, and then I can move this around. I can put that text wherever I like it. Right over my face is a good choice. And so I've got that title ready to go. And there are other tricks you can do here. One more, I can't resist. When I go from talking about this clip,
Entire United States. Ouray, Colorado.
okay, so one video stopped playing, the other one started instantly. A sharp break between the two, that's called a cut. I can smooth that out with what's called a transition. I have built-in transitions in a free video editor here over in the menu bar on the far left side. So it's the next to the bottom option. I click on transitions. Here are my transitions, and there are just a ton of possible transitions. The classic one is a so-called crossfade. Let's see if I can find that. Crossfade, there it is, where one video fades out and the other one fades in. Let's try that. I want to use one of these transitions. I just point at it, click on it, drag my mouse cursor. And when I start dragging it, you see a place in the video where you can drop the transition, which is, of course, right between the two video clips. It's that little green box right there with the plus sign in it. So I just move this over it until the little green box expands. Then I let up. And now I have a transition there, as evidenced by that little symbol, transition symbol. So if I drag my scrubber back, my edit cursor back, scrubber bar back, and play that, okay, so one video faded out and the other one faded in. That'll look better in the finished video. That's an approximation of what it's going to look like in the final video, but it will look better in the final video generally. Okay, so I've, just for extra grins here, I have added a title to the beginning of my video along with a little visual effect that was provided by Clipchamp. Then I've got a transition here between those two, and I've got two videos knitted together. That's probably most of what you'll ever want to do in editing a video. And I'm using short clips here, but Clipchamp works perfectly well with 2-hour Zoom videos too. Takes it a little longer to export the project, but you can edit your Zoom recordings in this if you either record them to your local computer or download the video file from a cloud recording from the Zoom website. More on that in another tutorial. So the hardest part generally in an editing project is knowing when to quit. I think we've reached the point of diminishing returns here. So now I just needed to export this editor project as a finished video that I can put online and share with whomever I wish. And it's not hard to figure out how to do that in Clipchamp. Here's an export button up here. I just click that and I select the video quality I want. The higher the quality, the larger the video file. but hosting services like YouTube or Canvas Studio will accept files of almost any size. So I'm just going to go to the best 1080p high definition video. That's the best that the free version of Clipchamp will do, and that's perfectly fine. So I'll select that, and Clipchamp begins to what's called render this video. Now, render that editor project out. And it's not going to take very long because it's a very short little project. This were a 2-hour Zoom recording. At this point, you'd you'd walk away and come back in a couple hours. And it allows you to save that video right onto your hard drive, that edited video. By default, the title is something like, or the file name will be something like untitled video made with Clipchamp, but you can go and you can change that. And we'll call this Ouray Tour. And save it. And that is all there is to it. That video is now on your hard drive, that edited video. Let's take a look at it. Chrome has downloaded it down here. It exports as an MPEG-4, MP4 video, which is the most standard sort of streaming video file there is. Even though the two clips that I started with and loaded in here were MOV, or Apple movie clips. Clipchamp handles that like a champ. Okay. All right, let's see our edited final project.
What follows is a very brief video tour of one of the prettiest little towns in the entire United States, Ouray, Colorado.
And that's all there is to it. Hope you enjoy Clipchamp. I hope you get to Ouray someday.